Welcome to the very first episode of SkratchauS. I did tests on my audio, and I'm not really liking what I'm hearing. Maybe I just need to go in and do some post-production on that so it sounds a little better, but in the raw it doesn't sound great. So we'll know when we know when you're watching this episode, so that'll be cool. I was gonna attempt to do this live. I was even practicing with OBS and all that, but my boy cat, he sprays. Unfortunately, so I just put my laptop down. I bought like an old a new HP laptop, a cheapo like $600 one. And my cats are in here right now, so this is probably a bad idea to not lock the door, but if you hear any weird noises, it's them. But anyway, I just put it down, the laptop, charging, if you will, and my boy sprayed right on the motherfucker. So, right on the back where the vents are and everything, so totally fried it. So that was done for. So I had to take this old MacBook and I put in a new SD main hard drive and partitioned it so I can run older versions of Mac and use like my old versions of After Effects. It's super out of date, obviously, because it's from 2007, 2006. It's like CS2, so it's pretty pathetic, but it's free though, at least. I don't have to use I don't really like the subscription model personally, especially when it comes to software. It's like, I'll give you $1,000 if I can just buy it. 800. That seems fair. But yeah, so I've been messing around with cameras too. I picked up these a while ago. These 3 generations of Sony Handycams. Okay. This one, I used to have one of these for sure, and I sold it. I don't really know why I sold it. I guess I was hard up for money, of course, like we all do. We sell stuff we don't necessarily want to sell. And it's got the Night Shot Plus on it, which is really fun. If you've ever seen the greenish Night Shot Plus on that. So I actually shot some test video. I was going to put it on here, just kind of like show the background, behind the scenes crap. And but I don't have the cable. Then I also picked up one of these, the digital. This is kind of like the hybrid between the digital and the analog, right? So these are a little bit sharper, a little sleeker. I remember in art school we shot on these and for video class, and I don't know, I liked it, so I picked one up to get that aesthetic. And then we have just a regular Handycam, digital Handycam. Now they're in 4K. I saw like a similar one like this when I went to Walmart, and it's you still want a camcorder, maybe you just don't want to shoot with the phone. I like shooting with old technology personally, and just video cameras. In fact, I have a still camera, which is a Rogue T7. So it's already kind of old. I bought it in like 2016. And you can shoot movies on it, but you can't, unfortunately, have like a wireless lav hookup. And when it hits the 4 gig mark, it just shuts off anyway. So it's like, that's not going to work. So I'm just going to save money and get a proper film camera of some sort. Preferably like high def, really good analog of some sort. So not film, obviously, because I can't afford to process. Also, these tapes are really expensive. This high 8 film was like $20 for one thing. I've seen better deals, obviously, like maybe you can get 4 cassettes for like 25, 30. So next time I'll be a more frugal shopper. But yeah, this is what happened. I was kind of looking, hoping that Walmart would have what I was looking for when it came to importing the High 8. And I don't know why I got bagged up like some drugs, but look at that. I was like, oh cool, it's got the 1/4 3.5 jack, right? It's like, this is what I need. I had this on hand, so I was like, I don't need to go looking for the proper jack at Walmart. But anyway, I was like, okay, I had OBS up, I had my my capture card plugged in, ready to rock, and then I noticed like, oh, I'm getting audio, but I'm not getting video. And what do you think I did wrong? What was I wishful seeing on this? Because guess what? What do we notice about this and another pair? Huh? It's the yellow. For some reason, I thought my mind wanted me to think that the red was, you know, yellow video. So this is just a stereo AV, not AV, but this is a stereo cord. Can't talk. It's been a while since I did this kind of stuff, so feels good to be doing it again, but I'm a little rusty. But yeah, this I can't use this because it's not a 3.5 1/4. It's whatever fraction. I'm not even a hazard, I guess. So I had to order the proper cord from Amazon, and when I get that, I'll be a happy guy and go around shooting and share some of that on the podcast. But I also picked up a couple flicks. I'm noticing a lot of physical media people that collect movies are kind of noticing something, and that's like why it's important to collect physical media, because production companies can just, you know, hold the content hostage, if you will, and you'll never see it again. But if you have a copy of it, you know, you can watch it anytime you want. You don't have to subscribe to the service and blah, blah, blah. So I saw this movie. I saw the Red Letter Media guys review it, and I was like, yeah, I gotta check this out. And it looked good. But it's Late Night with the Devil. But it's the DVD, which is fine. It's, you know, it's a copy, so highly recommend. It's a lot of fun. So I'm glad to finally get a copy, because I didn't see anything on Amazon. It's going to be anywhere, it's going to be there, but maybe it is now, I don't know. But there was one left, so I had to. I'm trying to cut back on buying movies, so got to focus on debt. But then the other one, which I feel a little bit more guilty about, but not really when you look at it. Come on, look at this. This is so me. Frogman. And I have no... Total blind buy. I have no idea. I've never seen a preview for it. Nothing. So this is a Blu-ray, too. Look at that. And then that. Come on, look at that. Look at that. It's probably like a found footage thing, I'm thinking, just by that one context clue, which is fine by me. It'll probably be awful, but you know, with this cover, they got me. So this is some stuff I've been working on. I got back into gouache. If you're not familiar with gouache, it's kind of gotta hold it in front of me. There. It is like a watercolor, but more opaque and thicker. I really like the look of it, so yeah, I got back into it. This is, if you know, you know. This is Gothic King Cobra JFS. King Cobes, a famous internet celebrity from Casper, Wyoming. I've been there. It's not great. No offense. I mean, I live in Michigan. I live in Middle America. It's not much better. And then I did this cover for an old online show I used to watch back when ghost hunting was still kind of a new thing. These guys were like kind of southern redneck guys. I don't know. It's okay. It's way better than what it needs to be. It's just my personal little slip sheet. But the composition sucks. Like, I hate the folds of his shirt and stuff. That drives me nuts. But the demon's kind of cool and everything. So yeah, I don't know. And then as far as tattooing goes, I busted into my really high quality, I forget what the stuff is called. I'm going to do a video specifically on this and other fake skins, but this is by far the best fake skin you can buy, I think. Yeah, these are my designs. These cartoony ones on the bottom. I didn't do the cat. It's just the only stencil I had on hand, and I was like, I was gonna make this all my designs, so maybe I could showcase it if I want to get an apprenticeship, which I don't know. I don't know if I can do that because I have to work for a living. The only way I'd be able to do it is if I did it on the weekend, and I don't think they allow you to do it for such little time and stuff. But yeah, this is about as good as it gets for silicone. It's extra thick. It's like, I think it's 3 millimeters? It might be way thicker than millimeters. I'm not sure, but you're not gonna go through it. Also, like, I really feel, as little as I've tattooed on real skin, I feel like it definitely feels more like actual real skin. Even when you're spreading it with you're spreading it with your fingers, it feels a little bit more like real skin. It takes color more like real skin. And from what I hear, though, what I need to do is concentrate more on doing stuff like this, because I've heard that color packing on fake skin's almost kind of a waste of time, because it's just not the same, and it always kind of looks bad when it comes to the saturation, which it kind of does. But yeah, it looks so much better anyway to just do the washes and stuff, and you learn more about like how to like pack it in and whatnot. So yeah, I really need to get back on that. It's been a while since I've done anything, so I need to get back on that for sure. So for my New Year's resolution, I finally decided to give up booze. I've tried many times in the past, so that should tell you something. Like, if you keep on failing, maybe you should try harder, because obviously it has a pretty good grip on you. I don't even really want to talk about it, because sometimes when you talk about something, it's like your mind is like, mission accomplished, so go reward yourself with a drink or something. But no, I'm not going to do that. For the longest time, I've struggled with drinking, but for the longest time, I've been trying to figure out why I'm in such a creative block. I feel like I've been in a creative block since I graduated art school, which is sad. I almost think art school kind of took all ambition out of me. So I went to art school just to kill my drive, I guess. I don't know. But I've noticed the older I get, the harder it is for me to make time for this kind of stuff. Got a lot of responsibility, 40 hours a week, work week, and taking care of cats, and taking care of my house, home improvements that I haven't even begun to scratch the surface of. But I was like, I'm not gonna make it if I don't make time for art and actually sit down and do art. I mean, like, that, you gotta, in my mind, it's how I work out my brain. It's the only thing I'm meant to do, really. At the end of the day, what are you really? I'm a machinist for money, but what I am is an artist for sure, and I have to do that. If I don't, I'm dying inside. I don't know. But anyway, not to belabor the point, if you've ever, I mean, like, I had like a 15 beer a night habit. That's pretty bad. It's pretty insane. I'm sure a lot of people would be like, damn, and some people might be like, that's not so bad. It wasn't every night all the time, but like I could do like 3 nights in a row, no big deal. The point is, it was often, okay? It was getting to be a lot of money and time and focus, and not doing art. The closest thing to doing art was me consuming art. Like, I would do all the things I needed to do for the night, and I'd sit down and was like, well, it's time to watch a movie. And that's a lot of fun, and I love doing that, and I'm just gonna have to do it sober now and watch movies. Maybe have a little toot. Maybe. Sometimes. Not all the time. So I'm not really a huge tooter. I've always been more of a drinker. So managing my toots is going to be easy. But anyway, if you've ever tried to quit, you know that like you really go through phases of anger. Emotions are like raw again, you know. You really dull yourself with booze. And it makes sense to use it because, like, I don't know, maybe I don't want to be a machinist. Maybe I want to be an artist full time, but I don't know how. Well, it's never going to happen if I don't fucking quit the shit and stop drinking. So this time around, that's why it's different, I feel. Because I feel for the first time, like, I felt excited about doing art, and I was like, you just got to push yourself to do it. You just have to do it. That's really all you have to do. It's like, you want to be a writer? Write, and read. But, yeah, I had myself a bit of a workplace freakout. Things have been really tough lately since fall. I lost my cat because I have fleas on top of Grayson spraying, but I have fleas, man, and anybody who's had fleas knows how insane it is. I have to vacuum this entire house at least every 3rd day. I'm spraying this horrible toxic shit everywhere. I'm assuming it's it can't be good anyway. I wouldn't want to drink it. I try not to get it on my skin and stuff. Try to get the cats away from it. And then I'm also dosing my cats. And my older cat, my 18-year-old cat, the first time I put it on her, I knew I shouldn't have done it. And I'm not saying this is what happened to her, but I had to eventually put her down. Her health declined so much. And, I don't know. I miss her, and I just regret. What I should have done was I should have just given her a flea bath. Because she would have freaked out a little bit, but she would have been, their older cats are easy to control, and it's like, it's for your own good, I don't want to put this pesticide shit on you. Anyway, so it's been weighing heavy on me. Yeah, just dealing with the fleas for months now. Nothing's working. I got a subscription thing, stuff. I looked it up. It's still a type of neurotoxin, but it's more specifically for cats, although the other stuff was too, so I don't get that. So that's really disappointing. I don't want to put that stuff on my cats anymore. It's like, we're not having fleas again. I'm not having fleas again. I'm raking the yard. I don't want to be mean to the strays, but I'm going to set up like a sensor so you set up a hose, and when it goes so anytime they come around, it'll get them away from my door. So I'm just going to do whatever it takes. But the point is things add up, man. And on top of that, I was laid off for a good 2 weeks, and because I didn't go in that same day that I was supposed to, the Monday, I needed to go in. I didn't know that. I was hoping I could do it from home. That was a whole debacle. I couldn't do it. And then they were shut down for the holidays. So my claim was denied. So money that I paid into, taxes that I paid into, I guess I don't get to have it. So there's that whole thing. And then I was running these machines that were just these ancient touchscreens that you'd push. And you push the button and it just wouldn't respond, and they don't give you any training at all. They're just like, you know what you're doing, just do it. So it's like, not really, but so I was just pissing off my new supervisor which, yeah, he seemed like, I like him, he's a cool guy and everything, but it's like, I'm trying, I swear I'm not trying to do bad. I don't want to do bad, and I don't want to make your life any harder. So it just got to me, man. And I just, you know, when you start freaking out, it's like, you know, it's just gonna get worse and worse, and it's like, it can't stop. Oh my god. So on top of quitting booze, being high anger, and also probably a little autistic, so I already deal with intense rage, anger. I've never hurt anybody, but I've definitely broke things before out of anger. Sad but true. But man, it was embarrassing. I was like yelling and fuck this, fuck that. And I was walking out the door and I was like, I'm quitting, I guess. I guess I'm going towards my car. And like, I don't know what happened, but next thing I know, like, I'm on the ground and like I'm screaming into my backpack like a fucking kid. Yeah, that was embarrassing, but it happened. I hate to say it, but yeah. So that's another motivation to do this art thing in whatever capacity. Obviously, it's going to be multiple streams, because that's just how people have to do it. You need multiple streams. But anyway, I was trying to walk. I think I was just going for a walk throughout the plant to cool down, but the owner's son saw me. We kind of locked eyes. I'm like, well, I got to go in now, because I'm not supposed to be just wandering the shop. And I just told him I think I have to quit. He kind of talked me out of it. They planned on moving me back up to where I was in the first place, short run CNC. So, before the freakout, but still, it's just a little embarrassing now. But, yeah, workplace freakout. Fucking A. Alright, let's get into it. Let's talk some tattoo talk. None of my bitching about being weird. Okay, I'm learning to tattoo. Tomorrow I'll tattoo this design on a friend. Do you have any advice on technique? PD, : I have cramped hands. Okay, so this is his design, which I don't like. It looks, I don't know. It's a choice. But yeah, he's gonna... This is in tattooing, not SkratchauS, where it should be. He's not ready to go to skin, that's for sure. He needs to draw. He needs to learn how to draw first. Or they, sorry. One top comment just says, don't. You aren't ready to tattoo on real people. Agreed, don't do it. Please, no. Okay, this is a good point. Why not give your friend something smaller to start off with? Then somebody says, yeah, like a free meal, not a tattoo. Stop scratching. OP got 70, they commented back, they negative 77 karma points. I've tattooed small things before on real skin. My biggest fear is the filler. Your biggest problem is composition, not even talking about tattoo application. Somebody just posted a bunch of red flags. A lot of please don't. Tattoo yourself, that's fair. Yeah. You need to practice on skin before you just jump onto other people's skin. I mean, yeah, your skin is fair game. I gave myself my first shitty tattoo. By the way, I really need to book an appointment with a tattoo artist so I can get other people's work on spots I can't reach. Pretty much just my thighs are where I'm working now, which I haven't done anything in a while. Just don't do it. A lot of don't do it's. No offense, but I'd work on your art. You're a long way from inking people. Yeah, so that's basically the right answer. So I thought this is a really interesting post. I don't have enough expertise to really give any valuable information on it, obviously, but look at this. This is really good art, really good application. Of course, people in the comments are like, well, the art's not that good. The art is fine for the stylized traditional neo-traditional style it is. It's very good. Might not be the best, but it's really good. But did you see how faded the second one is? And that's what this woman's talking about. Only ones by a specific artist, who I love, heal like this. The colors end up fading out after a year or two. He's done 4 tattoos on me. First one is still vibrant and holding great on my forearm. Second one was a piece on my upper arm and I had a reaction to the Sanoderm, so contributed the bad healing to that. But my chest is only 4 years old and looks like this now. I'm a very pale person and stay out of the sun. I wear high neck tops most often than not, so I doubt it's due to the sun exposure. Could a change of ink cause this? My chest was surprisingly easy to heal and looked great for about a year after I got it, then slowly started to lose color and fade. I moisturize daily, by the way. Top comment is, if your others from the same artist are in color and have aged fine, then I suspect it could be the potential change in ink brands, or that part of your body for some reason doesn't retain ink well. But yes, the tattoo literally looks like 15 years plus old. This is definitely not a usual case. OP responded, it won't let me edit my post, but here's a link to the other tattoos he's done, plus other tattoos from different artists. Obviously, lighting can affect how it looks, but you can clearly tell some of these look so bad now compared to when they were done. Okay, I thought this was an interesting take on it. With a super great autoimmune system, some people just can't get tattoos because the white blood cells immediately attack the ink and destroy it before it has time to settle in the skin. This also could be caused by some type of medication that OP is on or has taken before. I know someone who has had a heart transplant and takes meds for it, and for him to get tattooed, he actually has to make sure that he is at the end of a cycle, so the meds are not so fresh in his system. He had an issue where ink faded in the skin, and because of the medication, caused his body to just basically reject most of the ink. Somebody disagreed with them and said, yeah, they have it a bit backwards. A strong immune system is what holds tattoo ink in place, where a weak one would let the ink drift through the body. Somebody else commented, since I got put on immunosuppressants, no artist will touch me. I've spoke to my GP and it would be fine to do as long as I take the aftercare really seriously. That's not a problem because for a few years up until I got put on them, I used Second Skin, which helped healing for me and was amazing. Artists still won't even consider it. I'm a newbie tattoo artist, 1 year. There's a ton of things to consider. You can control the strength of the needle and independently the depth you're going into the skin. There's a margin of error of about 1 millimeter, but it depends on the person and part of the body. If you go too shallow, the ink tends to fall out, but if you go too deep, the ink spreads, causing blowouts. If you don't go at a consistent depth, the ink heals patchy. This isn't patchy though. When packing color in, you have to balance between overworking, damaging the skin, and saturating, filling the color solidly. This is way harder than it sounds and takes a lot of practice. Everything he's saying is what I'm experiencing right now. Even on fake skin, I feel what he's saying, and on my real skin, like, I was surprised how much you had to pack in that color, man, especially the color. You have to have a constant depth and cover the large surface areas for a few layers as possible. Usually you don't want to go over the same area more than once. Somebody said, like others have said, this is an artist issue. Either not pushing the ink deep enough, not doing enough passes to fully saturate the skin, or using low quality ink. I don't know. I guess. I mean, like I said, I'm glib. I don't know. So I just thought this was a really interesting case. Anyway, let's move on. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about that. I'll link that one. I'll try to link all these, actually, so you can see for yourself some of the comments. Now, hi, bud. Hi, buddy boy. Okay, this kind of drives me nuts, and I guess maybe I'm just insecure, or maybe I'm not a very good artist compared to some of these people, but I am very skeptical of some of these people said like, only been practicing on fake skin for a week. Here's my first fake skin. And it's like really insanely good. Like, unless they did a ton of research, are a very good artist, and they do just naturally take to it, then maybe, I guess, but I'm skeptical. Alright. 2 weeks. God damn it. I'll post these. I guess this isn't a great example because these aren't like amazing, but 2 weeks and you're already like doing that well. I'm just skeptical. I should get a better example of this. Yes, top comment. This seems pretty crazy good for 2 weeks. Keep at that shit. Well, yeah, maybe he's just awesome. Maybe he will kick ass. These look really good so far. I would do some line and shading drills just to crisp it up a little bit. Fill a sheet entirely with straight lines and fill another with boxes that you don't have a gradient in. Also, my best advice is when you switch over to tattooing actual people, start with way simpler designs. It's a whole different ballpark, and there's going to be a huge transition phase while you're getting a feel for it. And OP says, thank you, the advice is really appreciated. I will certainly run some drills. LOL. I wonder if that's sarcastic, because this person's good enough to where do they really need to just pull practice line? I mean, maybe that's a good practice all throughout your career. I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I'm talking out of turn. And they also claim that they're original designs, so. And I mean, they're good. What can I say? Let's move on. Okay, this post is definitely a prime example of why scratchers get bad names. I'll post these. You know what? I'll just post it in the background. But like, yeah, just this shady, like shaky line work, man. What is that? Ignorant style? Like, you gotta practice before you know. You gotta practice on fake skin before you just pull shitty lines like this. I mean, that's just going straight in. So this is like future cover-up work. Let's see what the comments say. Top comment. Merry Christ. Merry Crisis? In 2 years, that'll look more like a Sharpie on skin that's not completely there. 100% regret. It already looks like somebody a kid took a Sharpie to his skin. 100% regrets. I've seen better prison tattoos. Agreed. I wanted to show this one just because it's gross. First of all, the style is... I don't know why I'm trying to do this because this ain't working. I just need to post it, but that's a reference to me, so I know what I'm talking about. Not that it's that hard to know. Like this is what bothers me, is like, did he tattoo this when his feet were that dirty? And I just hate the design. It's so stupid. Yeah, anyway, bad tattoos. Alright, so this is the machine that I've been working with recently. I switched from some very cheap coils, but definitely proof that if you practice, you put in the time, you can even make a very cheap set of coils do what you want with them. So I definitely improved on those, but it was more of a testing ground to see if I wanted to invest more time and money into it. I knew I wanted a rotary, so I got the Ambition here. Thought I would show it all wrapped up before I took it off. Personally, I like a lot of padding and everything, but that's kind of one of the drawbacks of these machines, is that you, oh shit. I got is that you need to turn it to adjust the needle depth. You need to do that a lot while you're tattooing, from what I discovered. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that on. But anyway, very cool engraving there. It's durable, it's thick. I like that. So yeah, you adjust the needle depth by just doing this. And if you get too much of the that grip, it kind of makes it hard to turn it if it's a little over the thingy. I should know the nomenclature of the machine, shouldn't I? It's kind of embarrassing, but maybe I'll take the time to do that. Maybe I should before. This is just an impromptu look at what I'm working with. It's not an in-depth review by any means. But yeah, this is your power button. It comes with 2 power supplies. What I got, the setup I got, I'll show you the case in a second. It comes with a case and a bunch of needles. These are your voltage, and it's as simple as that. Well, I'll fire it up, actually. Why not? Battery life is amazing. It lasts forever. It would last, I would assume one battery would last, I don't know, maybe 2 sessions at least, maybe more, honestly. Let's get some sound. Cranking up the voltage. Bringing it down. So. Oh, it also has, I really like this, it has a timer for runtime. So you know how fast you're working or slow or whatever. I really like that a lot because it helps me. I take a lot of notes on my progress and how long it how long it takes to do stuff and whatnot. So, really cool feature. Yeah, the battery just twists on and off. I'm turn it off here. Before I do that. So very cool. Beautiful machine. Yeah, I mean, the main reason I wanted a rotary is because of the ease of use to switching out needles. Here's the case. It's not like a Uber. It's pretty nice, whatever. And it comes with, whoa! Comes with 9-round mag. Seven-round mag. Three-round liner. Seven-round liner. So you probably need more. I had more, but it was nice to have extra. This is more of a portable case. A little bit nicer, more well done type case. They give you some grip tape. And here's your charger, just a USB charger. And there's the extra battery. Yeah, so really nice. I think it cost, I think it was like $250. Maybe it's less. I'm not sure. I should have looked this up beforehand. But I don't know, I thought it was pretty reasonable. Alright, thanks for watching. Anybody that did, I'm sure one person did, and they watched for 15 seconds and rightfully tapped the fuck out. It's fine. It's garbage. Here I'm cleaning my head on my high 8 camcorder, and since I'm an autistic weirdo, I thought it would be fun to show myself opening up a crisp tape. So here we go. Yeah, this is a brutal maiden voyage. But whatever. I expect it to be. I'm not professional. If I had professional tools and abilities and more people, it would be better. But I'm just a dude. I'm just a weird dude that calls himself an artist. And it's not true. And there's Andy checking things out because she hears the crinkle of the paper, so that drives her mad. She loves crinkly stuff. And then here is the high 8 footage. I did manage to get those chords in time because I was editing still. Here's across the way. So if you want to stalk me, you can see the landmarks. The P guard, there's Andy again. Getting a drink there. There's P cardboard set up because my boy is naughty. And here's Buttons. Hi, Buttons. And Andy. What's up, Andy? And then we got Grayson, the naughty boy. He's into water sports, the guy. And Andy. Hi, Andy. And Sofer, the girl I found in my car, my engine, when I was changing out my brake pads. There's a flea on her neck. Gross. And a special guest appearance by Andy. And here is the studio where I paint when I do paint and play guitar sometimes. And here's where I put my trash attempts. The only good painting is kind of hidden. It's Basquiat in color, not the grayscale one. That was terrible. But yeah, I'm learning how to paint better. There's a little self-portrait with insane color. Hopefully I'll have develop kind of an illustrative style. Here's Maya, the M-I-A, not M-A-Y-A, the M-I-A. Found her sleeping in a hot water heater box, so I brought her in. She's the last one. If I rescue any more cats, they can't stay. And then here's outside again, the trailer factory that burned down, and they're just removing all the old concrete with an excavator. So I wonder what's going to go up in the spot. So again, if you want to stalk me or send a bunch of pizzas to my house, you know, here's some landmarks for you. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate, so I wouldn't be surprised if it actually happened. If this channel actually took off, which as long as I keep my nose clean, it will. Hopefully. I don't know. Maybe I'm boring. Here's me just messing with the green screen, and even though I did all these attempts, it still turned out garbage. But I did learn some stuff. Once you actually shoot, you actually know the pratfalls that are going to happen.
Next-to-go camera stereo. Not that I'm going to use it, I'm just wondering what it sounds like, and I'm wondering what this looks like keyed out. So let's give it a whirl.
First of all, I need to turn it vertical, horizontal, not vertical.
I put a diffuser.
So I get more coverage, and the camera needs to be closer so I get complete, because I got cropped out during the episode and it really annoyed me.
So otherwise it's pretty even.
And another thing I'm going to do is export the green screen with the overlay,
so this was kind of
and then re-edit it. Do rough editing, and then export it into another one. I use iMovie, and it sucks. So I can do overlays, proper overlays, not background things.
It's a completely jank.
So yeah, again, thanks for watching. If you made it this far, you've got a lot of time on your hands.